Looks like a good day. We even had a little rain last night, see? All right, good morning. Just taking these male dogs out for a walk. Got a little storm came in last night. Spit just a little bit of rain. It's still the desert and it's still dry. Get out early though, walk 2.5, 3 miles. That still puts me back at the house in time to get something done. So I had a buddy of mine, Benny, come down and hunt with me when I lived up on the mountains. And he came, oh, there goes a rabbit. He came the first time, I think it was in January, February. It was cold, cold, cold. And I was just living in a little camper. I never will forget, we made a big old circle, and trailed a little bit here and there. And dogs got off in a canyon, we watched them, and they were trailing around. And he had a couple good dogs, and at that time, I had some pretty broke dogs, you know, that just trail a lion, and they were trailing, they couldn't get it sorted out, so we headed on in. We got to, it was probably right at dark, and it was getting cold. And we probably had another 3 miles to ride back to camp. He was on his mule, I was on mine. We had the dogs gathered up. Where we stopped was called the phone booth. Anyway, we didn't have cell phone service hardly anywhere up there. And we didn't have cell phone service at my camp. So I always called my wife from right there. So I called my wife and got out my down jacket and my wool gloves and all my warm stuff, because I knew that ride back was going to be really, really cold. He pulled out a little Levi jacket and put it on. I said, dang, Benny. I said, that's probably not enough. And I mean, he was already freezing to death. Last I seen of him, he was going over the next hill with that mule. He was getting back. It was cold. We got back and he was there by his old truck, his old Ford truck, and it wouldn't start. It was just going, he was trying to get in there so the heater started. I moved him to my trailer. All I have is a little wave heater in there. It was plenty for me, but I got my buddy going, then I'd put a clay pot on top of my stove and turn it on low and get that heat radiated out through there, and it would help. Early mornings I would do that. Anyway, he sat there, I mean, just cold. He never did come back and hunt with me again up there on the mountain. But later on that year, he came down and hunted with me, and we went down south. Benny left, and then he came back, I think it was about a month later on in the year, but he didn't want to hunt up there anymore. And I said, there's some places down further south where we can go that's pretty good. So we went down, we made a circle one day around another little mountain down there, and we never got a bark or nothing. And I think I had heard that the government hunter there had been some lions in another little old canyon down there south of where my camp is, about, you know, probably a good hour's drive, but that the government hunter had been down there hunting and caught a lion that had been killing calves. And so I told Ben, and it seems like, I can't remember really, but it seems like I had heard that there was another lion down there. So we loaded up and we went down there. I met him in town and we went down there, and there's Booger again. And we went down there, and I had that new GoPro and I didn't really know how to use it, is the problem. And I got a little bit of film of us getting ready to go down there. It's all shaky and bad. So today's March 7th or 8th. We've been hunting, this is our 3rd day. I'm with Mr. Benny Griffin. He's collaring dogs. I don't know why I do that. I never show this to anybody anyway. All right. So we started down the canyon there, and man, HB started trailing a little bit, but it was real weak trailing. And she got down there, and I got over there and you'll see the picture of me down on the ground. I was riding that black mule because I'd wore out Jet, and I was down on the ground. I could find just the faint outline of a lion track, and HB was trying to trail it, and I had Lily. I don't think Lily was trying much, or she was skipping around. I can't remember, but anyway, we trailed and worked, and then it just never did develop anything, and we rode on down. Well, Cleo, which is a full sister to Sissy, got down there and she got in a trap. Oh, and she starts screaming. Of course, when they scream, all the other dogs come around. It's a mess, and they turn into an alligator. You're trying to get them out of the trap, and I got her out of the trap and everything. You know, it hurt her foot a little bit, but nothing permanent. You know, she limped around for a while. But we got on further down the canyon a couple miles, and there was a little old Toyota truck with a guy sitting there, and he was leaning up against the truck with his hip stuck out and had a great big old pistol on there. You know, he wanted to make sure we seen that pistol. I don't know why he was scared like that, but we got up there and got to talking to him, and he said, "What are y'all doing?" I said, "Well, we're lion hunting." He said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I got a lion in a trap down there." I said, "You foot trap?" He said, "Yeah." He's still in the trap, and he said, "Yeah." He said, "He's down there." Well, he's a female, and you know, so right away we thought, "Oh man, that's probably that lion we were trailing earlier." He said, "I need some help to turn it loose," and so we decided. I told Benny, I said, "The heck did they jump down there?" Tell me they jumped that bobcat. No, they jumped another rabbit. Sounded good though. Anyway, so I told Benny, I said, "Go help him turn that lion loose, and I'll stay back here with the dogs, and once y'all get that lion loose, I'll ride down through there and we'll see if we can trail her up and catch her." And so that's what happened. We went down through there, and so I filmed it, but I didn't know how to use that GoPro camera very good. So instead of taking a video of all of it, all it has is like a time lapse, a clip every now and then. Ta 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 ta. So I had made that video earlier and put it on the channel, but I'm going to redo it now, and I'm going to put it right here. So if you guys like this content, right here, you can watch another video. And then right down there, you can see my pretty face and subscribe. And if you like the video, crush that like button. Bye.